Yep.
Okay, so Ariel does not seem to be here. Could we just get like a general update of what her injury is and the timeline?
Yeah, she's pretty much day to day, week to week. She's progressing, but she just, quick road trip, stay back, continue to get treatment and rehab. So,
For sure.
yeah.
And then with a just team like the Lynx with such strong guard play, how does that sort of change things for you not having Ariel?
Oh, I mean, they have strong guard play and post play, so it's with or without Ariel, it would be a challenge. But I think that it just puts us in a situation where it's the next opportunity for the next one up, and so it hurts not having her, but at the same time, this isn't our first time going through this season with adversity, missing a key player, and so we understand the task in front of us. But at the same time, I think our team's prepared for the next man up kind of mentality. So yeah, we'll move forward.
How do you feel about adding Marquisha to the mix here? I know that she's shown a little bit of a promise in her limited opportunities in the league.
Yeah, I mean, still a young player, but she's got a lot of athleticism to her. She's got a year of experience under her belt with the championship organization in New York, and so we're happy to have her. I think she'll fit in quite well. Team has embraced her already, and so I think it speaks a lot to her as well to get the notice and then hop on a plane and already be here on the road. And so we're happy that she's here. I think she'll fit in nicely for us.
Are you trying to get her into the rotation tonight?
To be determined.
To be determined, for sure. How long have you known about her? How long has she been on your radar?
Oh, she's someone that we scouted pretty thoroughly when I was in Vegas, and so we understand her ability to get downhill and to get to the basket, and I think her athleticism and size from that guard spot is something that we can use for sure, and so I'm excited to see how she fits in with the group.
On that note, you were just talking about you guys have dealt with injuries. I mean, a lot of teams across the league have, and obviously roster expansions become something that players and folks have talked a lot about. From your perspective as a coach, with a limited roster size, how have you seen that impact you guys when you have a few players injured?
Yeah, I think it's tough. It's always tough because once you go into the hardship, you're picking up a player that doesn't really have any familiarity with your system, and sometimes with your group and the rest of the team. And so I think at times you hope and wish to have an additional roster spot just to have someone that's already acclimated to the system and has that experience to where you can kind of plug and play. And so it's a quick learning curve, and sometimes it's unfair to players who are on hardship opportunities. They got to try to show and prove something in a short period of time. So it certainly would help from that standpoint.
Coach, I spoke to Angel at All-Star Weekend, and she talked about some of the jewels that AT was dropping on her. She talked about the inverted pick and roll between her and Rachel. Just wanted to get your thoughts on just kind of what you feel like she can kind of gain from being in an event like that with just all the knowledge that was pouring into her.
It's invaluable. I think as a player, especially as a young player, is probably one of the most impactful and important things about being amongst the best players in the world. And so and to have someone like AT, who I think there's a lot of similarities in game between Angel and her, and for her to be such a willing participant in sharing that knowledge and experience with Angel, and Angel being kind of a student of the game, I think that it's invaluable experience and knowledge from her. And so her ability to take that and apply in games and moving forward in her career, I think it's only going to pay positive dividends for that.
And I know the first half of the season, you guys kind of had two halves of it, first half and the second half. And I know it's a goal to be that second half team for this stretch. Do you feel like that's possible without Ariel? And just in general, what are the keys to being that team versus the first half?
I do, because I think that some of the changes from the first half to the second half have been kind of under our control. It's certain things that makes and misses you can't always control at times, but the approach, the attention to detail, the effort, the schematic things that we do, all those things can continue to be consistent. I think that's kind of where we made our jump over the stretch of games that we were playing pretty, at our best. And so we want to channel that. We know that, going into the break, legs were tired and things of that nature, but hopefully, we feel rejuvenated and refreshed coming into tonight, and we put forth our best effort here against Minnesota.
Coach, I'm curious, I've been just trying to ask some opposing coaches about this, just the difficulty of game planning, defending Fee. Obviously, she's a great player. That, you know, probably an understatement. But I guess is there something maybe from like a tactical or coach's perspective that maybe is underappreciated, or if you could just kind of give us like a look into that, maybe the hardest part about defending game plan for someone like her?
I think it's her ability to play small when she needs to on the perimeter, her ability to play bigger than her stature inside, her footwork, just the versatility that she adds as a ball handler, as a screener, as a shooter. She can just hurt you in so many different areas, and I think that you know, in some respects, you almost waste your time trying to game plan on how to actually stop her. You try to make it as difficult as possible, and I think that that's kind of how you approach some of the great players in the league and around the world. And so with Fee, I think that in the 3 games that we've played him, I think Angel has done a really good job of being smart with her physicality and how she attacks her on the defensive end. And you know, that's what you hope for. You hope to make her shots as difficult as possible. And then you live with the results. But I know both Angel and Fee get up for their matchups against each other, and so it should be a fun battle tonight.
So, Coach, as you look back at the first half of the season, what was just your biggest takeaway? Because I know that there were some areas that you were pleased with, but just what was your biggest takeaway with just you and the staff
From
the first half of the season?
Yeah, I think our resiliency. I think our ability to fight through adversity and to continue to stay together through it. I think it's an underrated and under talked about part of a team when they go through a season like that. And so whether it was injuries, whether it was the wins and losses, what have you, I think that we've been able to find ways to dig deep and to battle back through it all. And so there's still a lot of basketball left to play. We're not nearly close to the best version of ourselves that we want to be, but we hope to be that in the second part of the season.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.